Hi everybody, welcome on our second Flosstube. This is the Soul Stitchers. I'm Marion.
Hi everyone, I'm Fanny. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you so much for the welcome that we've received from you all on our first video, let's say 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That is crazy, amazing, really. Thank you all. It's been an honor.
Yeah. We've had so many comments and so many people reach out to us and so many people who spend a little bit of their time on our video clicking and watching us and commenting, yeah, and taking time to just watch us and be interested in the projects that we have and the things we have to say and what we have to share with you. And so from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much. Let's dive in because we have a lot again to show, share, and tell. Okay, let's start with the shout outs because this is so amazing that we've had people shouting us out on their videos, and it was pretty amazing and wonderful. So I have it all here. So, first of all, I wanted to thank Chris from The Camping Stitcher on Instagram and YouTube because she did mention our video. She mentioned us and she talked about us on her last Flosstube where she reached 5,000 followers. Yay!
Congratulations!
And thank you so much for just watching us and for being interested again. I'm repeating myself.
Yeah, and for your kind words about the video.
Yeah, we both watched it and we were like, oh my god, she watched our video.
They're feeling like rupees right now.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So, yeah.
It's been 2 weeks that we were like, oh my god, look at who watched our video.
Yeah, but thank you so much for stopping by and for talking about us and then have your shout out in your video and on Instagram because that was wonderful. Thank you.
We're feeling really blessed.
And then we had our lovely friend Caroline
from Caroline's Stitches Corner. Not
Caroline's
Stitch Corner.
Stitch Corner, yeah.
Stitch Corner, sorry. So she's an amazing lady from Austria that we've met on Instagram. And she also organizes Zoom meeting, so where we stitch together on Zoom meetings, and it's really fun to do. So on this Zoom meetings we also have met Alex,
Stitch Alex ONG.
Yes, Stitch
on
Alex.
Instagram.
Thank you.
She's wonderful. She's from Germany and she's been attending all the Zooms that we have been attending.
Actually, Alex, she has, we kind of talked about, last video we showed a haul that we've purchased on the morning at a kind of flea market, but only for crafting, basically, more of about fabrics, stitching, and so on. So there are quite a lot of these flea markets here locally, but they are not in Germany. So Alex actually asked me if there was any soon, and unfortunately no. I have checked the schedules, and no, the only ones that are organized quite soon are really far away. I think she would take at least 4 hours drive to come. Well, whatever.
Well, we can do without a flea market and we can meet just like that, just because we want and can.
Anybody actually lives nearby, you want to join us, please?
Yeah,
let us know.
Absolutely. I mean, we haven't mentioned where we are in France, but we're right at the border with Germany. If you want to reach out to us on Instagram, this is her Instagram name. This is mine. If I can make this work, I think I will. Just reach out to any of us and we'll be happy to let you know if we are close or not, and that we could potentially meet and have stitching parties, because these are the best, and this is how we met. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And also there is Stitch Basil.
Yes.
Coming this September, so from the 19th to the 21st.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So Friday 19th to Sunday 21st of September.
22nd.
22nd.
No,
sorry.
21st.
21st.
21st is Saturday.
Well, if you want to join the Stitch Basil adventure, so please just let us know, or even better, leave some message to Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. She will be really beyond happy to reach out to you too. So
yeah. So I also wanted to thank Laura from Stitching by the Shore, who I'm doing the Tiny Alice Sal with. She also mentioned our channel on her video and talked about us, and just mentioned that we started a Flosstube. And so thank you so much, Laura, for stopping by and watching and being interested in, again, I'm repeating myself, but for being interested in what we have to share. And it's really great to follow you, and we appreciate that you made the effort to talk about us. So thank you. Also, I wanted to talk about my dear friends, Stephanie and Allison, who gave us the nicest shout out in their latest video. You guys are amazing. You've been so helpful with your words, with your ideas, with your kindness, and so thank you so much for talking about us, spreading the word about us, and just being awesome friends in general. Love you. Okay. Let's move on to, we have some whips that we didn't show last time.
I'll just show you the 3 whips that are a little bit left behind for the moment. Yet I have worked recently on one of the 3, thanks to WhipGo. So for those of you who still don't know what WhipGo is, it's actually like a game, like a bingo game basically. So you draw a number or 2 actually per month, and each number refers to a project or a goal that you have set for yourself about your stitching basically. It could be like to fully finish an object, to stitch like 900 or 1,000 stitches on one project, or whatever you want actually, or start a new project too, or finish. Voilà.
And so what do you have to show us?
So that's my Honeybee portrait. It's a HAED project, so Heaven and Earth design.
If you've seen her our last video and her projects from the Whip Parade, you know she has a lot of those, and they're big and take time.
It's a really magnificent bee, so honeybee. So of course here you don't see the bee because you can see only a small tiny part of the corner, the left up corner.
Lots of colors.
Lots of colors too.
And what is this fabric?
It's a Merano 32 count that I am stitching.
Of course it's 32 count on 1/1.
1/1 indeed. And so thanks to the last WhipGo, I have reached 0.6%, so not even 1%.
There is a lot of this in the back.
So,
but yeah, it's beautiful and so many stitches.
And
do you have a picture of it?
Yes,
it's coming.
It's loading.
Loading.
Maybe
how many days would you think you have stitched on that?
15 in total.
Yeah.
Maybe.
When did you start it? Do you remember?
No. Yeah, I started it for Stitch Mania last year, so it's been a year. But on and off, I would say I have stitched on it fully 1 month.
Okay. Well, that's still what I'll show you again closer.
And I have the picture.
There it is. It's coming.
So this is the Honeybee portrait by Jena DelaGrottaglia.
Nice.
On Heaven and Earth Designs. I have chosen, of course, the super-sized max color.
Of course.
Of course. What else? And yes, I love. This is the pattern that made me fall in love with Heaven and Earth designs. Before seeing that, I was like, no, full coverage is not for me. I'm not. This is just not my style of stitching, and that would be boring.
And yet it is.
And then I have like 30 Heaven and Earth design files in my in my computer. Collecting is just part of the hobby, isn't it?
Yes.
Or it's another hobby by itself, but I mean...
we've mentioned that before. You all have mentioned that before, but it's really true.
So this part...
Where are you in the picture?
I'm there.
Okay.
There.
Again, like your other Heaven and Earth design.
Yeah.
Can't you tell?
Obvious.
It's very obvious. But the colors are really pretty. For me, who really likes yellow, this is really beautiful. Once you get to the B, it's gonna be so beautiful.
I can't wait to reach to the B, but it's really a enormous piece of fabric. It's like almost a meter high. It's 80 centimeters high.
Yeah.
So that's really high.
You still have room in your house. I'm looking around there.
Yeah. So the reason why I stitch 1/1 is actually I want to be able to hang my framed projects once finished, and I'm not a French stereotype. I don't live in a castle or a palace.
We said that
just
in the
have
past.
a random house like everybody.
Okay, so wait, you have 5, right? That you haven't shown last time.
I have 3 that I haven't
Oh,
shown last time, plus 1 that I am currently working on.
okay. Well, I'm going to show one then. So this lives in this little baby bag. And it's very famous, very popular. A lot of people are stitching it. It's the fox from who? Cottage Garden Samplings. So yeah, you've seen it probably. It's part of the series A Year in the Woods. And I'm stitching this on 32 count linen, vintage gray. And this is what I have. It's not ironed. Sorry, none of my projects are. I don't think yours are either. So
no.
there are some to make them look better on camera. But here with the window, it's pretty cool. You can really see it. And
Okay. You're not behind.
I'm not very far, but it's one of my whips that I didn't show last time and thought I would show this time. And this is the coolest needle minder from Poussière d'Étoile that we mentioned before and will be here again. So yeah, this is it. This is my little fox. Where is my picture? Here. So I don't have a goal for this. Like, I'll finish it when I finish it. I really wanted it when I saw it, and then I started, and then I made 1 or 2 mistakes over here. We can't really see, but after that I just didn't pick it up so much, so I'll pick it up someday. But it's one of those that I have that I will finish before I
die. I wanted to say that, but I wanted to use a nicer... Anyways, I'll finish it.
Someday.
Someday. Yeah, so that's 1.
All right, so let's continue with some French designer. That is Fleurs de Lin. Yeah, so it's a garden scenery with potted plants and some really cute things. So really springy. I bought this in a cross-stitch exhibition, at a cross-stitch exhibition, and where there was a lot of vendors in 2022. Sorry, I haven't. Oh, oops.
Lots of thread.
Yes. So sorry, it's not ironed, and I have not what's the word?
This.
Yeah, I have not.
This is good with the window right here.
Yeah, but it's you have to turn it.
This is good with the window right here.
No.
Oh well,
maybe I'm mistaken in a way, but I'm not sure. I think it's okay. It's that. Yeah. So it's a quick stitch, honestly. I started it for Mania, cross stitch Mania last year, so 2023, and didn't stitch on it since, but I think that's gonna be a quick stitch. It's on my Wicco board as well, so it will come up anytime after the month of May, for which I already have the numbers. And well, I hope to finish it this year, because really that's possible,
doable,
that's easy.
Yeah. Like she has done this and a little bit of that, and the watering can and the pot. So and it's called Jardin Cosy.
So garden cozy,
cozy garden.
Cozy
Yeah,
garden.
from Fleurs. Is it a popular designer? I don't think I've heard of that designer before.
She is, yes, she is quite a popular French designer, yet it's maybe not the most popular, but
yeah, we don't hear
she's
about
popular.
it so much, but
She's popular.
does she have a website where you can get the...
Yes, so I'll pass the info to you, and you
or
will
I
put
can
it in the description
type it on
box
Google
below.
and we can...
Yes, so Fleur de Lin, this is the name of the designer.
Linen's flower.
Linen's flower, indeed.
And what is your fabric? This looks like it's 40 count.
It is 40 count, cream of off-white, basically. I've purchased the fabric at a flea market. So,
you know about those now.
yes. So I've had like half a meter, like 50 centimeters by 50, I think, or 40. So that was quite a lot, a large piece of fabric, and I'm really glad, because I've made like 3 or 4 projects in one piece, so it's really good value for money. I've paid it only €5, so not even $5.
Yes.
If
you're in the US, yeah. If you're in the UK, it's a little bit over 5.
And so this is, well, this is not really well organized, but basically this is the color palette. So I have those pretty lushy pinks. Oops.
Oops. Something fell.
The pinks, really beautiful, really springy.
And she makes those cute bobbins. We showed them last time, but aren't these cute?
Yes, they are. Well, sorry, it's a mess, but well, some dark grays as well, some like taupe colors, or off greenish, grayish. Well, you have seen on the fabric.
So, Jardin Cosy from Fleurs de Lin. So this is an older whip as well that older. I only started it last year, so it's not that old. It's in a Christmas project bag because it's a Christmas project. Sometimes I'm organized like that and put Christmas things or in Christmas project bags. Or
look at the fabric of this project bag. Isn't it the cutest?
You have it too, right?
Yes. I'm not sure if that's the same. It's not really
it's not
the
the
same.
Christmas one,
No.
but it's the same.
It does look
theme.
like Christmas, but it's the same. I mean, there are small circles like this with little animals on it. It's the cutest.
So, yes, well, I'm showing the thread. So this is the thread colors. And again, from a flea market, we seem to have a lot of stuff from there, but it's true. So this is part of the series Hometown Holiday. So it's Little House Needleworks, and it's Grandma's house. So I have 3 of them, I think. And my progress is Oh. It's from Madame Lafay. Oops. Again, flying needle. So this is what I have so far. A house that doesn't have a roof, but will eventually have a roof. So yeah, I don't really like working on Christmas stuff when it's not Christmas or when it's not
you could
the right season. Exactly. Like
it's like winter.
She has a big sweater. I have a scarf. I could have had a hat. And I'm doing this on 32 count Murano from Zweigart. That is the artiste brand that I got at Hobby Lobby when I was visiting the US, and I was thinking about doing the other ones that I have on the other squares available because it still has a lot of room. So yeah, that's one little bit that I didn't show last time.
So this is really not much. I mean, I haven't worked a lot on this one because I started it for Romania. I've stitched on it just for one day and that's all. But I'm really planning on stitching.
Oh, do you want to take it out of plastic?
Yeah, I don't like the glare. So this is Tricotine.
Tricotine.
So it means basically little knitter by Tralala collection.
Tralala.
Yes, Collection Tralala. It's a French designer, of course, whose name is Corinne Rijaudot. You'll find all the info in the description
recently
box.
Opened an Etsy shop, so
yes,
if you want to purchase her PDFs, she is on Etsy if you type in Tralala.
Tralala, or Tralala.
Or her name.
Tralala. No, Tralala.
Or Collection Tralala, or just Tralala. And she has a lot of those cute little patterns that I don't know if no, they're not specifically French looking, but they're cute.
They're still, well, yeah, it's really a blend of different influences, I guess. So French tradition, American tradition as well. But it's really the cutest little designs, really quick stitch. I have just the bottom of the dress here. And I've changed the color because it calls for Gentle Arts floss.
Right.
And a little bit of Atali floss as well. Atali is a French branch of hand-dyed floss. They are really amazing. They are really nice to work with. But I don't know, I wanted to stick with DMC because I didn't know. Well, I have all the DMC conversion in stash when I didn't have the fancy threads, so I have decided to stick with the DMC, which I think is quite nice. Still, yeah. I love the kind of
it's gonna be a pretty dress.
Pink, Bordeaux pink, bit lush too. It's really, really nice. So it's the same fabric as before, so 40 count off-white by Zweigart.
And this is one thread, right?
Yes, one of the two.
Got it.
I still haven't tried to stitch one of the ones on 40 count.
Do you want to do that?
Maybe one day. That might be interesting.
Interesting is the word.
I don't know.
So Tricotine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tricotine. So there is a little light day with a sheep.
Wool bowls. No. What's the name?
Spools.
Spools.
No?
Yes. Des bobines. Non, pas des bobines, des pelotes. Des pelotes de laine. Yarn bowls. Sorry. Yarn bowls, bobbins, and a basket full of yarn as well. That's really nice. Sorry. Spools is something else. What is it?
Spools, c'est des bobines.
Ah oui, c'est ça. En bois? Oui, c'est ça. Again, English is fantastic over here, right?
But thank you so much for everyone that said that we spoke good English and that it was impeccable and easy to understand. So thank you so much for saying that and for mentioning our lovely French accents that sometimes we're like, do we sound French? But I guess we do I have a more of an American influence. You have more of a British Irish influence, and all of that thrown in with French influence is this. Okay, so my next project is
the blue flower.
The blue flower. How are we surprised?
That is gorgeous.
That you can show it while I look for my picture. Oh, so this is Seasons of the Heart Winter. Oh, I don't have it here. Oh no. Oh no. Seasons of the Heart Winter. I will look for it, and she can show everything. So I am doing this on 38 count, I think. From fabric from a flea market.
Beautiful fabric.
Yeah.
Beautiful stitching too. It looks so neat. It's beautiful.
I have some mistakes in that flower here.
We don't know.
Yeah, but it has stopped me from making more progress.
No.
So this is the picture. So Seasons of the Heart Winter, and
it's one of my favorite blue flower designs.
Oh,
because of the tiny fox and the little quail. So beautiful.
The fox is adorable. And you know, it's a tiny stitch. Like it's not gonna be that much bigger. It's like on 38 count, it's gonna be so small. And I think finishing it in a little pillow like that will be just perfect. But yeah, I have stopped doing work on I have stopped working on it, and I don't know why, but so my colors are DMC only, I think. Nope. I also have Atali that we have mentioned before, and that I'm using in some other projects. They're variegated. I don't know if we'll be able to see, probably not, but it shows in the blue a little bit. Yeah.
You can see it. I don't know if it shows, but in person that's more obvious. Yeah. You can see here it's a bit a shade lighter than here. Yeah.
So I'm using 2 of those, and then the rest of them is just regular DMC colors, and yes, there. I hope to finish it in a pillow, so maybe.
That's gonna be so cute.
Oh, and I have one more like that. Sorry, I'm trying to get better. Like I have started bobbinating again. I've been under the influence of my friend here, my friend Allison, who was like, do bobbins, they're so good. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and do bobbins because this cannot keep on continuing.
The funny part is that the day that she told me, okay, I'm starting on bobbinating.
She was like, I want to do floss drops.
And so I bought the little rings to bind them together.
Yeah.
Yes, like those rings.
And I also have a bobbin here for some reason. Oops, where is it? Right here.
And well, but I think I'll still do the bobbins because this is what I liked from the moment. And now that I see the thread hanging down there, it's not. I'm not judging honestly, but it's not my. I think
it's really easy because you get to just pull one thread and you have the right length, and it's just nice to use. But maybe to look at it, it doesn't look as pretty.
What I do also, so I do bobbinate, and I made these little floss holders out of paper that are plastified with a machine, put it into plastic so it's more hard, basically harder. And that works for me too, because it's not as messy as the floss drops once they are binded together. But it's also quite easy to retrieve, to pull out. Indeed.
Sorry, I just hit your stand right there.
Sorry,
I need to have my legs go. Okay.
So these are actually some of the colors of my next wig that I have also started last year, 2023.
Oh,
I think for Mania.
These colors are pretty.
Yes, but I have. Not a lot, but still a little bit more than the previous project that I have shown you.
Do you have a cover?
I do. I really love this.
This is, what is this?
It is Celebrate Easter by Madame Chantilly, who is an Italian designer. that I really love. She is really well known, actually. She's quite famous in the cross-stitch world. I've seen plenty of her projects already stitched on, so I have seen French stitches. They know her a lot, and we stitch her a lot. Yeah. And Stitchy Mama as well. It's a German Flosstuber. She has her own channel of Flosstube called Stitchy Mama. Flosstubes are in German, but still, I mean, cross-stitch language is kind of universal.
Yeah, and she speaks, for me who doesn't speak, I mean, I've been learning German my whole life, I think, and yet still I'm not fluent. But for me who doesn't speak so well, she speaks really slow, and I've learned some words in German, and she is really easy to understand. So if you have some basics in German, you'll understand easily, and if you don't have any basics in German, just watch her, because she has the most amazing projects, and she stitches really fast.
She stitches amazingly fast.
So yeah. And is she stitching that one?
I'm not sure, but she has stitched the winter one. She has stitched another one, I think. I don't remember if it's spring or autumn, because there is Easter. So there is the seasons, the 4 seasons, and there are the celebrations like Christmas, Easter, Valentine's Day.
I have one. I have one that says cross stitch, and it's like a tray with all the the cross stitch utensils, if we could say it that way, with like bobbins and scissors and
a cat.
And a cat, of course. I feel like every cross stitcher has a cat. I feel so left out not having a cat.
So yeah, celebrate Easter, and I am there. So I've started in the middle on a natural piece of linen.
Did you do the woman?
40, yeah. So the woman here,
so she is more on this
goose head over there.
Oh yeah,
coming up. The daffodils. No,
daffodils? Yeah, I think
daffodils. Yeah, daffodils in a neck shell. Tiny eggs there.
Tiny eggs?
Yeah, tiny eggs. Tiny.
Oh, it's, of course, it's blue.
I have changed the color. Here it's red, and I prefer the blue.
Some chicken do have blue eggs.
Yes, this shade of blue. And some willow kittens. Voila.
Again, this is the, you've seen it, but let's look at it again.
So 40 count natural linen by Swigart, I guess. I bought it in a flea market too.
These people who sell stuff at the flea market are gonna have nothing to sell anymore, because we buy everything. I love it. It's very nice.
It is.
Actually, let me show you the one I have, since we're talking about her.
I have changed a lot of colors, because actually, so this looks really brighter than the real colors are in person, and I wanted it to be quite joyful, because, well, it is spring. So I have made some changes, like the color of the dress is actually really brighter than it ought to be in person.
So this is the cross stitch. Oops. Well, cross stitch. Whoa. Let's do that
cross
again.
Stitch.
Let's do that again. This is the one I have. So I have the paper pattern like she had. She has, I bought it at a cross stitch store that is not too far away from me, and the woman who owns the shop is so nice and so helpful, and we've seen her at different events that are happening around here, and so this is where I bought my chart, but I like using my tablet, so I just scanned it and put it on the tablet. And now that I see it again, I want to start.
Oh, don't tempt me.
You'll see, we have quite a few starts, so one more maybe.
No. I want to finish something first.
Yes, let's do that. Let's finish something first. Well, I can't promise We don't know. I am done with the whips that I didn't show last time and that I brought today. Should we move on to what we have worked on?
We can.
Okay.
I'm done with the whips that I am not touching neither. So.
Okay, so well, this is coming first. So this is one that you've seen last time. This is the Blue Flower Forest Home. Oops. Like I said, still my very favorite design ever. And so I didn't make so much progress. I really didn't, but I worked on it. So if I can figure out a way to show a picture of what I had last time, I'll try to insert it. But this is what I have now. I think I made progress, actually. I have a few more letters. I think I used to have a root in the other. Now I have a little bit of depth.
In the other? What? You did have more depth. Okay. So I have depth. Department. Okay, focus. So this is what
I didn't do a lot of it, but yeah, I'm still doing the quote. So yeah, our roots are in the depth of the woods.
Sorry for the glare.
Yeah, you hear that a lot, but yeah, with that window, it just shines perfectly. So still, there's a lot to do, but we're getting there. I'm glad that oh, and I did this. I did a little bit of that because I still have a little bit of a hanging thread. So yeah, it's part of leaves of that tree. It's the same tree that's here that goes down. So yeah, that's one whip. I didn't work on that a lot. Probably 1 day or 2, 1.5. But it's okay. Like we said, and like everyone says, progress is progress. Yes. Okay. What about you?
So I have worked almost the whole month on that. Well, on what lives inside that bag.
Yeah, because very good stitching. Oops. What is going on?
Sorry. So this is, I think, my favorite project bag of the moment.
Oh, until there are new ones.
I love it. Look, little bunnies, little flowers, little dragonflies, and a little moon charm because of the bunnies.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I made her this bag when she got her little bunny, and I saw this fabric and I was like, I gotta make her a bag with that
To celebrate me having a bunny.
Yes. And that's what I do for people I love. I make bags.
But I love the bags. You're really, really good at making bags.
And it helps you stay organized and not have stuff all around. Like,
should I feel like?
I mean, I'm still seeing a lot of Ziploc bags, so I'm gonna work on making you new ones or teach you how to make bags. Okay, let me show that.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
So this is, what is it? Because we've just been talking about the bag it lives in.
So this is called À l'ombre des arbres, which means...
Which means what? Which means. My goodness. Which means
under the tree, basically at the shadows, in the tree shades.
Yes, I was gonna say under the tree by the shade, but
in the tree shades.
Yes. So this is what she has, and it's not only cross stitch, right?
No, it's not only cross stitch. So this is bit of cross stitch. The three trunks are cross stitch, and all the, well, the greenery basically, these are cross stitch too. But all the pink and white and pink shades here are French knots.
A lot of them.
And if you see on the picture, don't know if you know, it's there.
Yeah.
They are little random white
come closer a little bit.
Dots.
There you go.
They are sheeps made of French knots too. And so I'm almost done with the trees. I mean, there is just that one white tree here to make the flowers of, and then I'll put the fence on.
And I'm seeing the roof of the church. Is it a church? Yes.
Yes.
Is also not cross stitch.
It's like a kind of back stitch.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah, I don't know the term either. It's a specialty stitch. And lots of back stitching in the tree to do the branches. And you didn't say who it was by, I think.
It is by Couleur d'étoiles.
Yeah. And she is also on Etsy. And she has a website, and she is on Facebook, and she's on Instagram. It's written all right here. But you can buy her patterns on Etsy.
Yes, it's also a French designer.
So let's show again. So you've worked a lot on this since last time, right?
Yes, it was my whip go for this month. Both of my whip go calls. And so I want to finish it by the end of the month. As I have said, I only have the fence to stitch on, the sheeps, and then 2 or 3 birds.
So next time we see each other for this,
maybe
we'll
it
have
will
a
be
finish.
Maybe.
And what do you want to do with it when it's done?
I want to frame it and
so nice.
hang it somewhere.
In your Chateau de Versailles?
In my Chateau de Versailles. I do have a corner upstairs in my hallway, in my stairway, basically up my stairway. A corner where I have like a sheep and a Highland cow corner. It's like my happy corner.
So you have a puffin bathroom, a sheep corner, and the rest will be dedicated to heaven and earth designs. Your husband's going to be so happy.
He can't wait. When I picked it up, I only had two trees there.
Oh, so all this is new. All of that.
Yeah. This tree was there also, I think. But the church's new. I had the trunk, but everything is new, but the trunk here, the 2 trees here, and well, yeah.
So basically you made a lot of little French knots this week.
I made all the French knots that you can see this month.
Wow. Oh, a lot of progress. So she had that before, and this is where she is now. So yeah, if you're interested in doing this, it's available probably on her Etsy. Yes, I would assume. So.
It is.
Couleur d'étoile.
Yes, for me it was love at first sight.
Okay, so what else? I have worked on so you know this one. It's the one that we have in common. It's Summer Quaker.
Oh yeah.
So this project that we showed last time with my sea stag.
Mare stag, actually. I wanted to say mare stag.
Mare stag? Oh god, we're too back at it. What is mare stag?
It's a sea stag, but more, I mean, you don't say a sea...
A sea maid, you say a mermaid. Or you say a merman. So it's not a sea stag, it's a mare stag. Anyways, here. So I... focus today, I can't focus.
So I used to have the word live in, and I didn't work on it so much, but I picked it up and worked on the little bird, on this little thing. She's like, I can't see.
One bird.
And on that. So it's not a whole lot, but yeah, it was on a Q-snap for 2 days, I think. And I love it very much. It was really after the Flosstube, I saw it and I was like, I think I want to work on that. And so I did. I did make so much progress because I wanted to focus on other things, but it's still a little bit more than it was before. So not much to show, but I worked on that.
That also makes me want to work on mine, but I was so focused on the piece that I have just shown you. So my next projects are actually new starts.
Oh, well then let me show what I have as whips.
Yes.
So this is my modern folk embroidery, Song of the Nightingale. So you probably know it, a lot of you know it. And so this piece is I worked on it a little bit. I didn't do much again. So this is my modern folk embroidery. I
cannot say this. Modern folk embroidery. Sorry. Keep on.
Am I boring you?
No, not at all. I'm digesting.
Like,
I ate too much. I'm sorry.
So not much to say, but I worked on here a little bit. Okay. Something else. Yeah, the last one I worked on is my Alice in Wonderland tree that we started as a sale with Allison from Cottage to Globe. She's done with it. I am not. But we also have a few people that joined us, so I have my notes on here. We have been joined by okay, so we have Laura that I mentioned before, so Stitching by the Shore. We also have Amber, who is on Instagram, and her Instagram name will be right here. And also someone I think who just started it, it's Fancy Stitches, and she also just started it, and she started at the bottom. So thank you for joining. And the sale will be going on for as long as people are stitching it, I guess. So, I mean, I'm not done with it, but I tried working on it a lot. And so this lives in this bag. If you have seen the last Flosstube from Allison and Stephanie Cross Stitch the Globe, you'll have seen that this is a bag that I also made for Allison. So, like I said, I make bags for people because I wanted them to have a bag, and this is like fabrics I really liked, and I made myself a matching bag. So yeah, so this is why Alice has moved in this bag and is now living in a prettier one. Oh, it's still in the Q-snap, but okay, so this is my progress. I mostly worked on this side right here. So I have the Mad Hatter, and I have battery issues. I have the Mad Hatter, and I have the flowers and the word mad. This is what I have so far, and yeah, maybe next time I'll have more people on the project.
I so love the color of this one. It's so beautiful, and all the colors are pretty.
If you want to, there is a sale going on called Tiny Alice Sale. If you want to join us,
I think I will join at some point, because the more I see it, the more I want it.
Yeah, so
that's not reasonable.
So yeah, loving this bag just makes me think of my lovely friend, and I love it.
I do love it.
Okay, I think that's all that are non-new starts for me. So
great.
What do you have going on? What did you start?
So I have three new starts this month. Well,
me too.
Until since the last Flosstube. And so I'm going to show you the first that I have started, because it's been for like 3 months in my Etsy basket, in my Etsy
wish list? Cart.
Yes. It's been for 3 months in my Etsy cart. And I woke up one day and I said, stop.
Today is the day.
Today is the day. I'm gonna buy it. No, it was just a wake up, but basically I had a shitty day and
I needed a new start.
and I needed to buy something.
Sometimes, yeah, I feel the same. Whenever I feel bad or don't have the best day, I'm like, I think I'm gonna buy a pattern or 2 or 3 or 5.
Yes, it was a way to tell me, wow, you made it through. You made it through today. You deserve something. You deserve a new pattern. You deserve whatever stitchy stuff.
So what is this pattern?
It is a pattern by Hello from Liz Matthews, the Vanity Sampler, but I'm doing the Victorian Goth conversion, edited by Cameron, by Canvas Stitcher.
Yes.
On Instagram and on YouTube. I love the conversion, actually. So this is the pattern.
Ooh,
this is
Vanity Sampler.
Yeah, Vanity Sampler. So it's not the same colors that I'm using, because these colors honestly are a bit too faded to my taste. As you can see, it's just personal, but I fell in love with this pattern seen with the colors used by Cameron. So that's why I really thought a lot before buying it, but then I am so happy I did. This is where I am. So I am on the top left border. So I started it on April the 15th. 1/2 40 count granite fabric by Zweigart.
Nice.
It's beautiful. I really love it. It's beautiful. I really am in love with this. I also had I have changed a few colors. I think I have changed 2 colors
from Cameron's
conversion because it didn't pop as much as I liked, and so I did a floss drop basically on the fabric before starting, just to know which fabric would be better. And yes, I have changed 2 colors, but now I can't remember. I think
it was the blue and the
blue
and the pink
for sure. And yes, one of the pink, the lighter pink. So oops.
So, bobbins.
I have. I'm not trying to make fun. It's just no. I know. I'm exasperating myself. Is that English? Exasperating? Yes, okay. I am fed up with myself and my lack of
organization, but remember, ADHD.
It's okay. No one knows, and only the end result is important.
So those 2 colors I have changed because I like it more blue. It was a bit more green on Cameron's conversion, and this was a bit too faded to my taste, so I wanted something about a more vivid pink.
So do you want to say something else about this project?
No.
Okay. Well, when she was telling me about her Liz Matthews impromptu start of the day, it was a Monday. I remember it was Monday. I was like, wait, I also have a Liz Matthews that has been waiting patiently in my stash. Let's start that too. So I did that as well. I started a project from Liz Matthews called Butterfly Cloche. So this is the project. And Emily from Stitching by the Seaside is also doing that. When I showed my photo on Instagram, she was like, wait, I'm doing that too. So hi Emily. we think about you, and yeah, we're sending you all the love. So I don't have a lot of progress. But this is what I have so far. It's just one wing of one. Can you hold that?
Sure. Excuse me.
It's the wing of that one center butterfly that's right here. And I started bobbinating. So I have a few bobbins in here.
It's beautiful.
And it's also in a new bag that I made with AccuFactum fabric and a little butterfly charm and just some blue and white fabric that I have from my grandma. So this is my Liz Matthews New Start.
This is beautiful.
So I really want to work on this a little bit more because I don't know. I just love it.
Too.
Yeah, it's very special. And I didn't say, I don't think I've said before on the other projects, but this is Platinum Murano Lugana, and it's 32 count. Like my favorite comfort zone.
Right.
We're on a roll. What else do you have?
So my next project is by Maria Demina. I'm really sorry if I am misspelling the name. She's a Russian designer, I think, and I'm pretty sure she's a Russian designer. So she is A Little Room in the Attic on Facebook, on Instagram too, and on internet.
Right here.
Yeah. A Little Room in the Attic, and I'm stitching a catstronaut. Whoopsie.
Catstronaut.
A catstronaut. For my son's room, because he is really into astronauts at the moment. He's 2, but still. He's really
So
into
cute. So adorable.
astronaut, and well, we have 2 cats, so he can relate to cats as well. And so I have started in the middle, so I am around the I am here actually, around the bottom of this window.
Is it a window? Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay. Oh, this fabric is so cute. I love the color.
yeah.
Oh, we can see where the window's gonna be.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Yeah. Wait, the glare. Sorry. There you go.
Sorry. So this is is it a 40 count?
Of course it is. What else?
No, I'm stitching 2. It's a 36 count.
Oh, oops.
Aquamarine fabric by Zweigart. I really love that color. It will match the color of my son's room. And well, I'm really happy with this little project. So I have really just begun, but it will have lots of Kreinik as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it in
The eyelashes.
Oh,
The eyelashes, the mustache of the... No, it's not mustache. Whiskers.
Whiskers. The whiskers.
The whiskers of the cat. Some of the planets, to the rings of the planets. They have Kreinik.
I have never stitched Kreinik before. Have you?
No, but I will have to on my Mirabilia.
Oh. Guess what? I'll talk about it in planes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm stitching 2 over 2, 36 count, and I have started on April 17th.
Oh, you even put on the dates and stuff. You're good. So, one more glare at it.
And it's a really relaxing stitch because it's very easy.
Yeah, and it's something we don't see very often, so.
No, and this designer is actually on my wish list. Well, she's been on my wish list to buy from for a very, very long time. Years. Really.
Years, decades, centuries.
No, but yeah, years. At least 4 years.
Good. I will look what else she has because I don't think I know her. Or maybe I do, but I don't know exactly.
She's got an alphabet with ballerinas, unicorns, mermaids. She is
not
really...
my favorite things, but I'm sure there is something that will...
Actually, she's really... Their designs are really perfect for children because they are really like those types of designs.
And even if you don't have children, or I mean, it's nice to stitch cute little things.
Yes, if it gives you joy.
Yeah, it's what matters the most. Okay, so this pattern is a free pattern from Boomerang Stitches, who is Amity on from the YouTube channel Hathaway Stitchers. So if you don't follow them, go. So many beautiful projects, and Amity is so into birds, and so she was kind enough to design this pattern and send it out to the world for free. And a lot of people have started to start it, and I was one of them because I mean, birds, come on. I have like 8 birds tattoos on me, so I'm a bird nerd. I don't know if I will do the bird nerd or the bird herd. It has 2 versions.
Oh.
In the pattern has 2 versions.
I love the bird nerd fashion.
I do too. This is a lot, yeah, probably nerd. But this is my start. It's not much, but it's like probably 2 days of stitching for me. And this little needle minder is from a modèle fait de fée that we have mentioned in the past. It's the one that came that was broken, but I glued it back. So yeah, you can see it came in the mail broken, but with a little bit of glue, it worked. And I'm doing this on, I still have the little tag. It's Picture This plus Lugana 28 count, and the color is vellum. So you can, I don't know if you can see the...
I'm glad to see this color in person because I have heard this color and seen it in Flosstubes before.
Do you like it?
And I like it.
Touch it. Touch how soft it is.
I know.
So I'm not the biggest fan of 28 count because to me, I'm sure to you too, it's gonna look huge.
Yes, but I would stitch it
on 1/1, I know. But I'm doing it 2/2. And yeah, the floss I'm using is a mix of actually just, you know, regular colors. Not showing those too much.
I'm not seeing anything.
And we have mentioned them before. We mentioned her. I think it's just one woman, right? Atelier. Yeah. So I'm doing Atelier threads, Cardinal, Sapin Bleu, Sable. How do you say that? Soranga. I can't speak English and I can't speak French. And this is also from Atelier, but it was one that was sent to me for free as a gift. And it's probably one of the colors that she doesn't have as a permanent collection, but she sometimes does
limited editions.
Yeah, limited editions. And some fil du rhin, noisette. So it's also variegated a little bit. I don't know if you can see it.
So noisette is hazel.
Yeah,
hazelnut.
So I thought they would all look pretty good together and close to the called for, because I wanted to, you know, have a chance to use all this variegated thread. And yeah, so thank you, Amity, for doing this and for sharing this pattern. I love it very much, and yeah, it's gonna get more love in the next weeks, months. Yeah, if you get a chance, go over to the Hathaway Stitchers on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'm done with my whips. No. I'm not done. It's also a new start in a new bag that I also made.
I love this one. It's like so Art Nouveau style, Art Deco. It's Liberty Art style, like Philip Morris and so on.
Yeah, I stitched that. No, I sewed that on Sunday. So this is Mary Poppins Mary Poppins?
Did
Mary
I say
Poppins?
Philip Morris?
I don't know.
I did. It's William Morris. Sorry.
So this is also on the Q-Snap. Do you want to show the picture? Oh. Yes. Don't know what he's talking about.
William.
So this is from The Little Stitcher. It's Mary Poppins, and I just love this design. And the first time I saw it was on Amber's Flosstube. She is Rogue Mama Stitcher, and she started somewhere around here with the name, and she has the umbrella, and I started in the middle. So this is what I have. May find a you there that.
So it actually says, open different doors, you may find a you there that you never knew was yours.
Anything can happen. And so, yeah, I've had this one in stash for a long time, since Christmas. And yeah, Allison, who I mentioned before, started her Cinderella pattern. And when I saw that she started it, I was like, oh, she's doing the Little Stitcher. I'm gonna do the Little Stitcher, just like you with Les Matthews. I guess I need friends to be like, let's start this. I'm like, yep, go in there. So yeah, I was happy to finally start it, and yeah. Yep. Okay, I think that's all I have.
I have one more. Oh. My latest new start.
Oh yes.
It's oh, I don't think I have written it. No, I haven't written it down. But it's one of 3 patterns that I have bought on mybobbin.com. I love this website because there are a lot of Eastern designers that are there.
You love this whip?
Website, I said. Did I say that?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Website.
I love this website. Yes, because there are a lot of designers. Of course, I'm always careful about possibly stolen art, but most of the designers on this website are actually Russian designers kicked out of Etsy. Yeah. And so this design is called Chicken and Puppies.
Chickens. Did we say we love chickens? I think we did. We mentioned that before.
Yeah, we're crazy chicken ladies.
Yeah.
So I'm a chicken mom.
Me too.
I have 3 chickens.
Me too.
And I'm stitching the one that you will see there in a minute in memoriam of one of my girls, Ginger. I know, really original for her. Really one-of-a-kind name for a ginger chicken.
Well, my ginger one didn't have a name. We used to call her Ginger in French. Oh, she's cute.
And so this is what I have. So it's some feathers basically that are down there in the middle. I have started this a couple of days ago. So we are the 25th of April. It might be on the 20th or 21st of April. But voilà, this is what I have. It's 32 count Swigart beige with white dots, 2/2.
What happened?
Yay!
What happened?
I wanted, it's actually a quite easy stitch, even if there are lots of back stitches. I wanted to be comfortable with the back stitch and didn't want to, I didn't want the back stitch to look enormous on tiny stitches, so that's why.
Makes sense.
And also I think I'm right, that this fabric is just perfect for this design.
Yes, because I actually didn't see it. There are little dots. Are they in the design, or are you supposed to stitch them?
Yes, I'm supposed to stitch them.
So
they are part of
will you stitch them, or?
Maybe not.
Yeah. Chicken and puppies.
Yes.
Oh, she's adorable.
I love it.
She's so cute.
And so my needle minder here is a tiny mixer because because I love this tool. Actually, I have one and it's my best friend in my kitchen. And also because I'm mostly vegetarian. The only animal product I eat is my
You're mostly
chicken eggs.
vegan, but you're vegetarian.
Yes, I'm mostly vegan. I only eat eggs from my own chicken because I know they're happy and free and whatever.
And cute.
And cute. And I'm really grateful for them for giving us eggs. So, and I bake with the eggs of my chicken, and I use this, so that's why.
So Ginger.
We
should rename her Ginger now. So yeah, nice.
Yes, I fell in love with this model actually. It was on my wish list and I forgot I had it. And I saw it and was like, oh,
I'm getting it.
I need this one.
Yep. I think we treated ourselves this week.
It was the same.
This week, why do I say week? This
day.
Past weeks. These past weeks.
Actually, I bought 5 patterns in one day. So the Liz Matthews, the Castanode, that one and 3 more. One of the other patterns I bought on my bobbin is actually variegated hands by charted by Ksenia Novikova. So charted by Ksenia Novikova, but the illustration is from a Japanese artist, Nami Otaku. So it says it all. And so this is variegated chicken. We don't see very well. I don't know why.
Variegated hens.
Variegated hens, yes. I feel like it's blurry. No. Maybe it's because I have not my glasses.
It's good. We can see it.
Okay. So yeah, I love it.
Lots of little chickens and little chicks and little
stars and hearts.
Lots of pages.
Yes, that's gonna be a very fun to stitch.
Okay, what else? Okay, I'm gonna move to this. So since we're talking about plans, okay, since we're talking about plans, and obviously we have moved to this section. In May, there is an event that's called Mirror May. So it's basically stitching a mirabilia of your choice and giving it a little bit more love during that month than any other month. And there's also something called Nora November that goes on in November for Nora Corbett's designs. They're not mirabilias. So I have never stitched a mirabilia. I have only seen yours. I have never seen a mirabilia that's finished in the past. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I bought one and I made myself. The day I got my pattern, I made myself my bag. So
maybe you will see some pieces, finished pieces in Stitch Basil, because some will bring their finished pieces to just to show off. And I mean to show to people, not in a negative way. And for sure at Stitch in London as well, you will see some.
Well, maybe by then I'll have a little bit of this one done. So I chose the Petal Fairy, and she is so cute. I saw her for the first time finished by Samantha, the Hugo Stitcher. I think she did this one, and then there is a one that is pretty similar that has another flower and another fairy on it. I think she's working on that one, or she has finished it. I don't know, but I will send you to her channel. So yeah, I chose to do this one. I got the pattern on Casa Chinina. That is an Italian website.
Like 1, 2, 3 stitches, but only in Italy and
yeah,
Europe,
and it sends anywhere in Europe, and it was really fast. Like I ordered it. I don't remember when I have my book here where I keep long ago. Not really long ago. I ordered it like, let's say on the Tuesday, and I got it on the Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, it was very quick. This I remember, and it was last week actually.
Yeah, and I chose this one because it doesn't have a lot of beads. I was debating doing this one or the one that's called Lily of the Woods, which was bigger and had more cryonic, more beads, and yeah, just wanted to do this one because of of the colors. I love yellow, and I started kitting up. I have for now this fabric, but I don't think I'm going to stitch it on because it's too pink, and all the pinks are not going to show. This is Café au lait Lugana by Fiber on a Whim. So I'm thinking this is going to go somewhere else because some of the colors might not be great on it. And I started gathering my floss. I will put them on bobbins at some point. Oops. It's not everything, but yes, I have one bobbin.
This is so cute. I so love bobbins.
So this is what I have so far, and yeah, that's the inside of my bag, and I just thought it would match this perfectly. So Mirabilia, Mirame, lots of people are joining, lots of people are starting a Mirabilia or continuing a Mirabilia that they have. You wanted to mention someone that has a lot of Mirabilia.
I wanted to mention the cross-stitch bunny, Lauren, because she has a Flosstube channel as well, and she's made a Flosstube extra where she does a whole episode. It's a Mirabilia whip parade. Well, not really a whip parade, but Mirabilia parade. So she actually shows her collection of whips, of course, but also what she has kitted up and all the patterns that she is collecting but has not kitted yet. And wow, this is just she just has a whole bunch of it, a bunch of them, and it's so beautiful. Like each and every one is a little treasure. And the kitted up project, it looks like little treasure boxes with lots of beads, crinox, fancy floss, and so on. It's really beautiful. I was really amazed, and it was really fun to watch. So if you like Mirabilias, if you are not sure about starting or which one collecting or anything, well, just go check her out.
Yeah. And like last time we mentioned Maggie from Kitschy Whips when we were talking about her Chatelaine project, but she also does a lot of Mirabilias and Noras. I will, again, I keep mentioning them all the time. Don't mind me.
I won't.
I will also send you to, again, Cross Stitch Globe, because they have recently had a video about, that's like a Mirabilia parade. Stephanie has a lot of them, and Allison is starting the first one that she has. It's, do you know what project she's starting? It's Lady of the Flag.
Yes, Lady of the Flag.
The one where the Statue of Liberty is holding the American flag. So if you want to see what they're up to and what Mirabilias they're stitching on, go and watch them. It's worth it. Okay.
Last thing I bought is another pattern on my bobbin too. So this is called, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Aveline by Aveline.
Aveline.
So Aveline by Kate Meshkova. So it's me. Yes, this I don't know, but this pattern speaks to me in a way I cannot really describe.
Even when you showed me, I was like, oh, well, get it. It's something that looks like a witch. It's an owl. It's nature. What else?
Nature. It's actually a barn owl, and I love barn owls. It's like my kind of spirit guide, actually. I often see barn owls when I'm in doubt and asking for help or something to the universe, and suddenly I see one flying by, and I'm like, okay.
I never see. I don't think I have seen any.
And well, so this is just beautiful, and as I've said, it speaks to me. So Aveline by Kate Meshkova. I love this one. It's that full coverage piece, but I'm not sure I will stitch the sky. I probably just stitch the branches and the owl. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, if you choose a bluish fabric, you'll be able to just have the
anyway, this is quite smaller than
oh really?
Than a HAED. Yet now that I'm checking on markup RXP, it's like still 80 pages something.
maybe because it has the color version and
yes, and lots of backstitching.
Still 40 pages.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of backstitching.
And lots of backstitching.
So, but well, I can't wait to do it eventually. So I'm not sure yet when I will start, because as I've said before, I want to finish something before starting another piece. And
this one might get finished.
This one will be finished quite soon. This year I will finish for sure the little Tralala collection that I've shown you with the little knitter on it with the sheep and so on. And the one by Fleurs broderie, so the garden cozy.
The ones that we showed a little bit earlier.
Yes.
Okay. I think I still have to talk about my haul because I spent a little bit of money. This week I keep saying this week. These past weeks, I was really into Alice, and Marion, who's sitting right here, was like, oh, look at this Alice pattern that I found. So here it is. It's Alice from
Tralala.
Collection Tralala that we mentioned earlier in the video. So another Alice project. Of course, I bought it in the middle of the night when I couldn't sleep. So if you're interested in getting it, it's available on her Etsy, and it's a quick stitch. How would I know I haven't stitched it yet? But I can see it's quick. And oh, sorry. So I was saying it's gonna be quick, and I fell in love with it instantly. So that's one of those. And then 2 days ago, I went on the Modern Folk Embroidery website and went a little crazy. So I was like, I like this, I like this, I like this. I was really thinking about getting the Fruits of Plenty Sal. That was a couple of years ago, but still thinking it's too big, so I haven't gotten it yet. But I bought this, which is Alternative Trees, and it's part of a design that's called Reaching Skyward. So I'm thinking about doing all of them and just, yeah, using them like that as a frame or something. So this is one of them. Then I saw something else. I was like, oh, I like that too. So I got Quilter's Dream. I love it so much. I'm not sure about those colors. Maybe I'll switch the colors. I don't know. And where's the other one? Probably my favorite one. It's a Sampler Garden. So I got this one too. So if you're not familiar with this website and Jacob's work, go and have a look, because what he does is really wonderful, and it has a lot of history and a lot of historic background in the designs that he creates, and I personally love it.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
This one is my favorite, I think.
Me too, because it has birds.
And stags.
And stags. Do you have someone else you want to mention?
No, I think I have mentioned everyone I wanted to for now. Yeah. So thank you again for having, stuck along with us. Yeah. And thank you for watching. Thank you for your kindness. Once again, it's a crazy adventure that we've embarked on, and feeling so thrilled and blessed for this community to be so gentle with us. So thank you very much for watching, and well, I hope we'll see you next month. Until then, happy stitching!